Sources, visit motorway.co.uk/claims.
It's summer. No, honey, it's winter. No.
Welcome back to the channel and the start of a brand new set of videos after a mega island series that we shared with you. Well, this morning it's an early start for us, but I wonder if you can work out where we're going. This is a very short mini-series before we start sharing our big adventure in northern France and Poland. So it has a few references in it, as you will see. The following 3 videos will be a little trip that we did to Yorkshire in England, and it was actually filmed after the Poland trip.
And underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life.
We're first heading to AutoCampers and to Carl, our trusted converter, for some repair and diagnostic work to be done on Harry, following a few issues that we had in Poland.
So this video is slightly out of sync. We're back in the UK from Poland. We had a few issues that you'll see when we went to Poland with the electrics. We had a fuse kept blowing from the split charge and the battery drained a couple of times. But I replaced the fuses and that sorted it, and it didn't blow the fuse all the way driving back from Poland, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. I'm wondering whether it might be to do with the solar and the alternator just pushing the current so high that it's causing the fuse to blow. But I'm taking up to AutoCampers up in just near Barnsley. So we're going to go out for a few days anyway, just have a bit of a break out, although the weather's atrocious. But it'll give us a good chance just to have the electrics just checked over. And then maybe we'll move on towards SKIPTON. I wouldn't mind stopping at SKIPTON. I think there's a car park that we can stop at. We'll be...
Yeah, if I remember rightly, when we drove through it last time, we could just remember we didn't have time to stop, and we always, I mean, we're going back quite a few years, aren't we, I'd say.
I think it's when I retired. Remember we did the sort of 5 counties tour? I think we we went that way then, because we met up with some friends later on, yeah. Debbie and that, Shirley.
Yeah, and we always said we'd come back, so we finally made it.
So we've been back from Poland now. So you haven't seen those videos yet. We've been back from Poland for what, 3 weeks? I'm guessing it's 3 weeks. I don't know.
It's all a blur.
Our feet hasn't touched the ground, to be honest. We literally had when we got back from Poland, we had one night at home, and then we went straight up to Southport to see Jane's mom, and then you stayed on even longer, didn't you?
Yeah, I stayed. I don't know, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2.5 weeks.
I came back down to our home,
which was a few days ago, and then luckily, because I hadn't been at home, I hadn't really unpacked the van, so that was fine.
Yeah.
I didn't really need to pack it up again.
So I just gone through Carl with the issues we've had. Not 100% sure, but actually we're going to just slightly change the configuration of how the electric and the solar works with and putting a new Victron controller in. It'll just change the way the solar charges the battery in a more efficient way. So we've made a decision to make a change there, and we've changed some of the parameters on the battery. We've also made some configuration changes on the Victron that's charging the Bluetti that we made. So, and he's also going to up the fuse to 50 watts with some electrical changes there. So we think we're all, that should sort it. Jane's gone ahead uptown. I think she's gone to a cafe, so I'll go and join her for an hour while they just do that works. So while Harry's getting a few things changed, we're at Generations Cafe Bar in Pendleston. I always say wrong, Pendleston I think it is. And I've just had a full English, which I probably shouldn't have done, but it's really nice. That's well presented, isn't it?
And with the work done, we set off hopefully to our park up for the night at Skipton town. Being out of season, this town centre air or park up facility provided by the council looks great and just what we need.
So working with Carl, we've been looking at the issue today. We're not exactly sure what's caused it, other than maybe it being a bit close on the circuit because of over the time I've had a few upgrades. Maybe that's just pushing the power on that fuse. The cable is more than capable of taking it. So what we've done, we've actually increased the fuse capacity on that, which I didn't want to do because I wasn't sure whether the wiring could take it, but it can. But we've also swapped out all of the solar controllers. The controller I had before, apparently it does a few random things when it swaps between the leisure battery and the vehicle battery, whereas this one's now a separate one's absolutely just purely from the solar. It's now actually controlling the from the solar to the leisure battery with a separate control that's switching over when it needs to the leisure battery. So that's going to do it in a slightly different way. So we've done that. We've also tweaked the separate power controller, the Victron controller that I've got for powering the Bluetti up when we're driving. So we've changed and tweaked some of the settings there. So if you remember that, well, what was happening there, it was actually shutting down while I was driving. That's probably because of the start-stop alternator. That seems to be the feedback on forums I've got. So we've just tweaked the setting there. So we're going to try that. So all in all, I think those changes hopefully will make a difference and make us a bit more reassured on the electrical side. So that's good. So it's a great little setup, I have to say. I wish other councils would mimic this. It's £6 or £6.50 overnight, I can't remember, for an overnight ticket between 6 and 9 a.m. in the morning. And then normal daytime parking is they've got designated camper van, or motorhome I should say, green bays. I feel a bit bad coming into a green bay because we don't fill one because we're so small, but if that's what you got to use overnight, then so be it. Although I have seen comments to say that, you know, they just park in normal bays if that's the case. Anyway, the bottom line is we've paid for the daytime ticket, and then it's 6 o'clock. I've just got to go across and get another ticket for the night. We'll probably be here for 2 nights, we think, because we haven't had a look around Skipton itself. We've just done the immediate area, but there's a lot more to see. There's the castle, and there's more of the canal itself. So we're going to explore that tomorrow in the shops, and then we'll probably stay another night, and then we'll probably track to a site that's probably closer towards Southport. We think that's what we'll do tomorrow.
We have a quick walk around the immediate area by the canal before we head back to Harry, as we'll explore it more tomorrow.
Old Freddie Truman, I used to love him. On Cricket Special, he used to have a, I'm trying to think of the name of the show that was like a pub show, Pub Sports.
Our channel relies on your support, so please help us out by liking, subscribing and commenting. We're also on social media if you would like to support us further. We have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description.
So we've got a simple tea tonight. So I made some pilaf the other night. So you've probably seen in previous videos of one of our favourite meals is a pilaf, which is a rice-based dish. So we had it the other night, so we actually made it for 4. So we've got an extra portion for tonight. So that's nice and easy when we're just away for 2 or 3 nights. So the first night we're just going to warm it back up using the electric, to be honest. That's two good portions in there. Very good portions, in fact. I might put a bit. Jane's happy because she's hungry. We're going to put some extra water in there just while it steams up.
And I've got to say that life is a lot simpler on shorter trips, as you can take pre-prepared food away and it'll last in the fridge for a few days.
Bit of water in. Let's put the power on. And away we go. Simple, that's tea. Okay, let's dish this up. Actually, there's big portions here.
Excellent.
3.
3 people.
And Jan doesn't like to miss out, so I have to count. 3.
Only 30 wants to do.
4.
No.
4. Well, it's nice when you made something in advance, isn't it?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna mess around.
We did think we might do this at home. Like
I think if you go away for 2 or 3 days, it's easier, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, you could cook 3 meals.
But we also thought while we're at home for any period of time, we'll always cook for 4 and then.
Yeah, definitely.
we're
For when
missing a
there's
trick.
2 of you.
Yeah, we're missing a trick there.
This is not a bad one. I think that's because the rice isn't sticky and claggy.
No, it's not.
I think it's quite separated, which
Yeah.
sometimes I get it right and sometimes I don't get it right.
Oh, it's not very often you don't get it right.
Well, we'll leave it there for this one. And in Sunday's episode, we'll share with you the sights and our thoughts on Skipton town itself.